everyone, welcome to the Healing Guide TV. I'm Carol Serby. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today we are here continuing our series. This is one video of many that we're talking about the heart chakra. Being a matrix energy healer and body symbologist, I see all sorts of people coming to me to talk about what's going on in their lives that as an end result affects the heart chakra. A lot of these things that are going on are about underactive and overactive chakras. So let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit more about how an underactive heart chakra might show itself. Whenever this chakra is blocked, we may suffer from situational problems. These will be unfulfilling and abusive relationships, doing something or being with someone when your heart's not really in it. Let's see, lacking clarity and direction, which comes out as not following your heart's desire. Alcohol abuse is another one that is as a situational problem that is a result of an underactive heart chakra. You'll have commitment issues including avoiding intimacy or running away from potentially successful relationships, and ultimately sabotaging them so others reject you, resulting in a self-fulfilling prophecy. Physical and emotional problems include distorted emotions, inability to forgive, and if you remember one of the other videos we had on the heart chakra, forgive is forward giving, resentment, and you'll be paralyzed by past hurts, and you'll have a real lack of empathy. You will also find yourself critical, offensive, intolerant, cold, suspicious, judgmental, and probably paranoid in there as well. You will really feel sorry for yourself and lack self-discipline and be indecisive. Again, this is all as a result of an underactive heart chakra. You'll also be afraid to let go, fear of freedom. You'll be shy, lonely, isolated, antisocial, withdrawn, and terrified of rejection. You're feeling unworthy and unloved and need constant reassurance. I want you to check in with your life as it is right now. Are you showing one or many of these physical or psychological or emotional problems, or do you see these in somebody else? Physical problems of an underactive heart chakra include blocked arteries, anything to do with the lungs, the asthma, the bronchial, breathing difficulties, lung cancer, also with the chest and in the female, the breast area. So we also have breast cancer, chest pains, upper back and shoulder pain. We also look at heart disease, and that's all I can think of for right now. And what about fatigue, depression? Depression is all about, oh, woe is me, I'm so tired, I'm so... immune system deficiencies and high blood pressure. One of the quickest, easiest ways to get yourself out from under an underactive heart chakra is to start practicing self-love. The only thing that your body needs, other than oxygen, water, and some food, The only emotion it needs is love. Disease, all these issues, all these emotions, they all are showing up because they want to be reassured that they are loved. Now, who's the best person to love you? Well, you. Okay? We don't need to be loved by other people and their filters and their judgments. Love yourself first. I realize that for some of you that will be very difficult. You need to start small. Start with something that you like about yourself. It could be a physical attribute. It could be emotional attribute. You could even just look back in your day and say, you know what? I did that and that was the right thing to do. And I love that about myself. So all of these things, they are showing themselves to you through emotions, through disease, because there's something there that needs to be shifted. There's something there that needs your attention. And underlying all of that stuff, the very, 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 very bottom thing, the absolute bottom, you can't get it, you can't go below this, is love. Okay, so for an underactive heart chakra, anybody showing any signs of what I just talked about, love, love, love. Once you start shifting into a love vibration, your vibration starts to raise. And what happens is these depression, these anxieties, these past hurts, all of a sudden they start to shake themselves out of your system. And you might not even realize it at first. And you'll go to one of your go-to thoughts when you're feeling bad about yourself, or you're feeling anxiety, or you're feeling depression. You go to one of those go-to thoughts. And one day you're going to go to that go-to thought and you're going to go, oh, that go-to thought doesn't have the same impact on me that it did, say, 2 weeks ago. And then you sit there and you wonder, what was that go-to thought about anyways? And I have experienced this for myself. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking airy, fairy, flighty, woo-woo here. It actually does happen. So I encourage you to try it. Now let's talk about the opposite end, an overactive heart chakra. If this chakra is too open, it is considered overactive, and you may be prone to poor boundaries, codependency, possessiveness, or jealousy resulting in your partner. They can feel suffocated. You may become too empathetic, easily picking up on anger and depression of other people. And in picking up on it, you start to own it and start to make it your own. This leaves you at the mercy of the moods and feelings of the people around you. Rather than you influencing them, they are now influencing you. You will find that when you're being influenced by the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of other people around you, it is exhausting. So you might feel exhausted or physically drained, and maybe not even really understand why. So just, if you're feeling those emotions, just maybe go, oh, okay. You may also be moody, melodramatic, or manic depressive. You can be overly critical or demanding and use money or sex to control others. An overactive chakra can also result in you withholding love to get the desired behavior from others. This comes out in the sentences that go, if you love me, you would do this. Or if you loved me, you wouldn't do that. Or in the same sense, using conditional love, I'll only love you if. Your love relationships are egocentric and they're based on selfish reasons rather than the well-being of your partner. The other part of overactive and underactive heart chakras are how they actually physically manifest in the body. You'll notice lots of times right here on people, sometimes they might have a large welt. It looks like a welt or a bump. So what that is that is your heart chakra reaching out for love, reaching out for appreciation, reaching out for connectivity with others, okay? Equally, in the back, sometimes you see people with their shoulder blades, and in between their shoulder blades, it's really concaved, like they're almost like they're with their shoulders way back, you know, to touch the shoulder blades together, but that's their natural stance. So that is a representation of never getting a pat on the back. If it's nice and flush with the shoulder blades, then you don't need that love, that approval from other people. You have that within yourself. So I trust that you understand how an unbalanced heart chakra will show up physically, mentally, and emotionally in the body. So it might be worth a few minutes of your time to actually sit down and think about a couple of these things that I've talked about and see if they're showing up in your body. And again, if they are, just thank it for showing up, saying, I realize that I might not have addressed this situation properly before. I am here, present now, to love you and support you through it. You being you, not you being me. Okay, you want to have that conversation with yourself. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Healing Guide TV. If you like this type of content, please give me the old thumbs up. I've put all the boxes below, or better yet, why don't you subscribe or share? If you subscribe, then you won't miss one video that I post, and I do post quite a few per month. Again, thank you so much for joining me on the Healing Guide TV. I'm Carol Serby. Good night.